back when the festival started in 1962, there were not a lot of festivals around like there are today. And there's a story in the Pilchuck Glass book about Dale Chihuly bringing a truckload of glass and selling it on a side street. It was really a wonderful opportunity to be among the first of the arts festivals in the Northwest and sort of set the tone for who we are. Started a permanent collection where we were able to collect those great Northwest masters when they were just beginning their work. And that feeling of fine art and that pride of fine art has continued all these years.
The Anacortes Arts Festival has been around for 55 years, which is really exciting. And the reason for that is because of so many volunteers who give their time and their love and their passion to supporting art in Anacortes. For me, the festival is really about the joy that it brings. The booth artisan who's selling that great piece of work that's going on somebody's wall, the person who finds the treasures they're going up and down the street, the children who are making that piece of art in the youth area, and the entertainer who's been coming here for 20 years and finally gets to be on the stage and perform. So everywhere you turn at the festival, there's joy, and that's really what drives me every day in my job.
I look at it as being the ultimate community celebration. We get to celebrate the arts, music, and just being together as a community. And for 55 years, the Arts Festival has brought this incredible celebration to our town. So for no other reason, it's about community.
We are really proud about the positive impact that we have on our community. The 3 days where guests come from out of town and we see 80 to 90,000 people introduced to Anacortes who want to come back and explore it more down the road. Our businesses that are full, the restaurants, the hotels, the people selling things out of their shops up and down Commercial Avenue. The business that we bring and the tourists that we bring to Anacortes are just a bonus of this 3-day celebration.
It brings tens of thousands of people to our town. They come here and they eat good food, they stay in our hotels, they buy beautiful art. So financially, it's a win for the city. It comes in tax dollars, which helps with our infrastructure needs. So, of course, I'm always looking at the bottom line as your mayor, so I think it's important in that regard also. The festival gives back. The festival is invested in this community for decades. It gives back in grants and in scholarships to organizations and kids and artists. And it just, this is an artist community. This is a community that embraces creativity and the culture, and the festival just keeps that rolling.
As a board of directors, it fills us with so much gratitude and joy to be able to sit down at the end of the year and say, how much can we give back? And last year it was almost $70,000 in grants to wonderful local programs supporting the arts, artists, and arts education.
We've given so much back to the community, not only through our giving program, which started as scholarships and is now more grants, but the things that we've done, like the Tommy Thompson mural project, the public art that's around town. A big chunk of the public art in Anacortes has been funded through the festival or has come about because of the festival's involvement. The Anacortes Collects program that comes from this show that we started about 10 years ago has placed artwork in public collections all around the city, the schools, the port, parks, schools, the library, the Marine Technology Center. All those places have art that the public has access to because of the festival's involvement and because of this particular show. So I'm really proud of that. I just think more and more we're getting involved in youth arts, which has always been a focus, but we're now more real partners with our school districts and our teachers and our administrators, and I'm just really proud of what we've done, what we've been able to give back over the course of years.
As the school superintendent, I love that the festival has a direct connection to schools. We see it in our classrooms with the support of our visiting artists. And we know that often kids need that hook to feel connected to school, and that art does that. We see kids often who are struggling with core subject areas, and they come into a classroom and there's a visiting artist sponsored by the festival, and they come alive, and it just brings them a sense of joy and a sense of connectedness that really helps them achieve at school.
As a board of directors, we love what we do. We love dedicating our time and our energy to supporting artists, and arts education. And it's really this giving back program that keeps us going, keeps us doing what we're doing.
If I'm looking ahead at the festival in 5 or 10 years, I don't see it that much different than it is today. I think it's extremely well run. I think it takes over the community for those 3 days. I think, you know, we continue to have lots of volunteers. We continue to have lots of community involvement. As Anacortes, I believe, is becoming more of a destination, so will the festival continue to grow and be more of a prominent part. I think that we are making a name on the Northwest art scene, which is really important. I believe that we're well respected. I don't see that changing. I've seen our giving increase tremendously over the last few years. I suspect that that will continue to happen, and that will become even a bigger part of what's happening in the community.
The Anacortes Arts Festival is really in a position to help lead the way for Anacortes in developing tourism around art. We have such a dynamic and talented art community, and the festival is happy to partner with all of those individuals and those programs and those organizations who want to make sure that art is vibrant and alive in Anacortes for tourists and for our own community.